Today is Monday, March 9th, and I am going to be starting some pre-emergent applications in landscape beds today. Temperatures are in the 60s for most of the week. We got a little bit of rain coming Wednesday, but the rest of the week looks pretty good. So we're getting started, and I'll take you through how we're doing it, a little bit of like how-to, the different ways to apply it. I'm going to be using a backpack spreader to try to spread. This is the first time I've ever used one, so this is going to be new for me. So I'm excited to see how well that goes and if that's going to be a helpful tool for us in the future. First things I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be filling out the card. I'm going to write my name on it. I'm going to write today's date, 3/9/26. The product we are using is a weed control, but it's not in the yard, it's in the bed. So I'm going to write Pre-emergent bed care. Here's the spreader I'll be using. This is a Tomahawk. It's a battery powered. So this is the first time ever using one. Basically what it does is it'll run air across and push out the fertilizer or herbicide, whatever you have up here, and it'll push it out this nozzle. And you have an adjustment in the front here. You can adjust how big or how much material is coming out based on where you're putting this lever. The material we're putting down today is crude. And this product is awesome because for a couple different reasons. It's got a very extensive label on what kinds of weeds that it controls, and also the time frame in which it needs to get watered in. So this has isoxaben and dithiopyr. Those are the two ingredients, and this is a very useful product, and we use this on almost every single one of our jobs where we're doing mulch, where we're doing pre-emergent bed care. One of the hard parts about this that I'm going to foresee is getting it on my back. So it's very heavy. I have already filled it up. So I'm just going to have to... I also have to be careful because if the tube drops, I'm accidentally going to drop some of the product. So that's one thing that I don't like right off the bat, is the amount of material that comes out when I'm not trying to spray. So as long as you're aware of that. Another thing I've noticed is that the tube and tip are very short, which is good for getting around plants. Well, I think I'm getting it now. If you let it sit, it definitely will pile up a little bit. Very easy to apply. noticing that when I feather the trigger, I can kind of control the application a little bit more too. A little bit less trigger gets more product down. That's the full area. We're almost done with this one. It's pretty quick. I don't have to worry too much about getting in the grass at all because this is safe on grass. Just make sure I got good coverage back here. And there was one other spot that I kind of neglected. Okay, yeah, right above this bush. This one's done. All right, definitely have to make sure you keep that angled up because it'll dump product out when you're not expecting it. And so far it doesn't look like there's really a way to prevent that. Even when I close this lever to 0, it still kind of will siphon down. So you got to keep that tube up and pay attention because your first hit of the trigger will definitely disperse quite a bit of material. So you got to be moving quick. Then after that, then it kind of settles into wherever you have that adjusted to. All right, and last but not least, I'm going to put the flag. I'm going to place the flag right over here by the front door so we can definitely tell that the beds have been treated. We're going to go on to the next one. It looks like from start to finish that job only took 15 minutes.